and welcome to today's teaching of the day. So, today's teaching of the day is about the subconscious mind and how your subconscious mind does not know the difference between real or repeated. I thought I was about to say fake, huh? No. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between real and repeated. So your subconscious mind accepts whatever you consistently feed it. So if you are constantly thinking that I'm not enough, I'm stressed, I'm overwhelmed, then your subconscious mind takes that and stores it as truth. And what happens then, since your subconscious mind takes that and stores it as truth, it basically is going to now take that and put it into your life. Your life will begin to reflect that. So this is why it's important. Again, every time I teach something within this, it always goes back to one, either the kingdom of God is within you, or it goes back to renewing your mind. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So let's just say this. We have been conditioned for so long and programmed for so long that you know how when you do something for so long, it becomes a real thing, right? It becomes natural. It becomes normal to you because you've done it forever, for almost like ever. Like, well, this is all I know now. Like, this is what's been being brought to me. This is what's been being in my face. This is what people have been doing over and over and over again in my face. Exactly. Repetitiveness of the same things going on in life, no matter what it is. Okay, good, bad, whatever. Anything that is being repeated in your energy field and in your life, and however you are perceiving it, the more that you see it and the more that you are constantly experiencing this and thinking like this, is going to reflect in your life, because you are creating your life. You are the creator of your life, just like the source, the divine source, the most high, God, universe, whatever you want to call it, okay, is the creator of earth, humanity, and we are fractals of that divine source. Therefore, that is where the co-creation comes in at, because the creation already starts in the ethers, the unseen realms, the spiritual realms, okay, the universe, what we call, like, what you want to call it, like space or whatever the case is, okay. But that is where the creation and everything happens at, and then it goes into the physical form, where it starts to form. It starts to now create itself into a form, a physical form, something that you can touch and see right here, right now. Like, you can see me, but you're watching me on this video right now, so you can't touch me and everything. That is what the ethers are. Anywho, you are all part of this connection. You are all part of this creation. You are the co-creator in your physical life. You are the creator and the co-creator, because you are connected. You are a part of the source. You are source in physical form, expressing through you. So this is why repetition is so powerful, because what you repeat, you become. And so the real question here is, what are you programming yourself to believe? What are you programming yourself to believe? You can say the world probably programmed, of course. The way how a lot of us are living our lives right now, in constant stress and just constant chaos within the mind as well as in our outside world and everything, with all these things that we got to do, bills and all this type of stuff, stressing us the heck out, right? Okay, the world has programmed us to believe that this is the way that we're supposed to be living. But y'all don't think that we have a divine or more of a purpose here than to just be here living and paying for us to just live here? When how are we paying for, I can't say too much, but how are we paying for somewhere that we didn't even ask to be at? Like, it's not like we just physically traveled here and was like, okay, I'm gonna be here on earth and now I have to pay to be here on earth, when you were clearly created in earth. You were born in the earth. So why are you paying to be here on earth? Why are you paying to live here on earth? It doesn't make any sense, but if you know where I'm going with that, you know where I'm going with that. I can't say too much, but I'm gonna just say what I can say right now in the moment. If you know, you know. Anywho, so basically, like, all of this, with all this conditioning and programming that's out here and stuff like that, this is where you have to detach yourself and everything, because you have to look at, like, dang, am I attached to these things? And you done gotten so used to all of it that it's become a normal thing to you, and that this is how you believe that you're supposed to be and that you're supposed to live, and you're supposed to just do all this stuff, that you are just here just to freaking work and pay bills. And that is not what you are here for, my dears. That's not what you're here for. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. You're not here to just freaking sit here and pay bills. Okay? We are supposed to be free beings. Okay? It was man who came up with the concept of having money. And now you gotta pay and exchange paper to freaking, even get by and do anything. When we supposed to be moving around this earth freely. It was given to us for us to nurture and explore freely. Okay? But now we have come into this time of consumerism and economics and all this. I don't want to make this too long. So I don't want to keep going there. But what I'm getting at is, we're getting off track. Yeah. What I'm getting at is that we have been programmed and conditioned to believe that this is how we're supposed to be living our lives. And so we're constantly are living in a loop. Well, I'm not saying we anymore, because I'm not in a part of that anymore. At least I'm not trying to be a part of that anymore. I'm getting myself out of it. I'm dang near out of it. But anyways, we've been programmed and conditioned to believe that our lives are supposed to be the way that they are, and we end up getting upset and stressed and overwhelmed, sad even, angry even, and everything. And that's where a lot of the stuff comes in, and when people, just depart themselves, because they just can't take it anymore and everything. And it's like, we're not supposed to be living like this. And so the thing is, how you can change this, it can change and stuff. You have to change the perception of your mind. You have to change the way that you think. You have to change how you've been doing things. You have to reprogram your subconscious mind. Reprogram your subconscious mind with beautiful things, with free things, with good things, with positive things. Reprogram your subconscious mind. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Do not conform to the ways of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. I don't know what y'all thought that meant, but it seems as though it's clear as day. I mean, it's right there. Y'all know the truth is hidden in plain sight. Y'all just got to know where to look and how to read it and how to decode it. So that's it for today's teaching. Basically, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between real and repeated. If you are constantly feeding your mind, your subconscious mind accepts whatever you consistently feed it. If you are consistently and constantly thinking that you are not enough, that you are so stressed, that you are overwhelmed, then your subconscious will store that as truth. And it will reflect in your life. This is the time to finally be paying attention to your life. Pay attention to your own life. A lot of y'all are so fascinated and so attached and just caught up on worrying about other people's lives when you have not even evaluated and checked in with yourself. Repetition is powerful because whatever you repeat, you become. And so, what are you programming yourself to believe? What are you programming yourself to believe? Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Deconform from the ways of the world. I love you, and subscribe for more teachings like this. Tomorrow is Wisdom Wednesday, and I will be live with Rachel L. Gary on her show, Wake Up CEO. So be sure to chime in tomorrow from 3 to 5, and I will be there with Wisdom Wednesday. I love you guys, and peace.